Lies exposed. So this is a big one. I may end up adding more as they come into my head. So the first big massive lie is that Paul said he's not been sick for over 40 years. He said it multiple times in videos. I've got copies. And it makes me laugh because during COVID, faculty meetings were cancelled because everyone was sick. And you can see in some videos he's croaky, a little bit stuffed up in the nose when he's talking. On top of that, he said that last year he got COVID from hell. So it's proving it's a complete fabrication and lie. But he's doing it to try and put out there that he's Superman. Okay, so the next one he said about his love for women that he learned from his father when he was 8 years old. Really? When I was 8 years, what was I doing when I was 8 years old? I definitely wasn't, eyeing up women at 8 years old. My mum would definitely slap me to bits if I did that. So I think that's a complete fabrication as well, just to show he's superhuman. Then the next fabricated lie is that, oh, I worked on a farm, I was abused. Well, if you was abused, why didn't you go and get help? Or why didn't your mum give you help and put you in a home? That's what they do in England. And you worked on a farm, but you're about this tall on me. So if you was 8 years old, you didn't say the age in the video. If you was 8 years old, say, you couldn't even touch the pedals in the tractor. You couldn't even lift the pole to pole drive to put the poles in for the fencing. You couldn't even lift up the pitchfork in which to bale the hay. You couldn't even lift the big things that are full of milk if there was milk on the farm. So I believe this to be a big fabrication too. To you to give sympathy or to get sympathy from people and to get in people's heads of guys and girls that have had a really bad upbringing. My upbringing was terrible. I told you this, but I'm still going and I'm still a soldier and I haven't let it affect me. Oh, so the big lie or fabrication said by Gavin Jenkins, he built his business in 6 months. Now, any Dragon's Den or any entrepreneur will tell you that this is completely impossible. But what he did do, he bought into an already business. So he bought into the Chek Institute because Alex McKenzie was running it, and apparently she ripped Paul off. I don't know how true that is, but Paul said that somebody ripped him off for £20,000. So she was running it. I bought all my courses from Alex McKenzie. I've been in Alex McKenzie's house. I know her to speak to. Alex McKenzie set up the business in the UK and Europe, and she was the person that got it going. So Gavin bought into it, so it was already there. And what he did, he killed it. So when he took it over, in my opinion, he took away the fantastic logo. Look at the logo now, it's total shit, in my opinion, and which I'm entitled to. And then he cut all faculty members' wages. So they all started leaving or getting fired. The excuse is they were trying to sell their own stuff to students. But I think they went, fuck you, Gavin, you're dropping my wages, because they were paid really well at one time. So they all left, like John Boskill, Emma Lane, and others. And they were all brilliant practitioners, as I call them, the angels. So he took over a business that was already thriving, then cut loads of corners, like not paying people, Gavin, not paying people, which is totally illegal and against the law in the US and the UK. You have to pay people wages unless you're a charity. And you're definitely not a charity, you're a private organisation and business. So the next massive lie, which has just come to me, is about the certificates. They are not valid in the gyms by physios, by osteopaths, and definitely not by doctors. And you're buying a private qualification. If you're buying a private qualification, they're regulating themselves, but they're doing it as a trick, a good trick for them if they've got 75,000 practitioners, well, not practitioners, because you're only a practitioner if you've gone to level 5. So research online and find out how many level 5s there are in the world. But they're saying they've had 75,000 practitioners go through the system when you're not a practitioner unless you're a level 5, Paul says, or a level 4. So it's a total fabrication on the website for people to go, oh, this huge number, I must sign up and pay £11,595, £322 a month to get certificates that you can just throw in the air because that's how much relevance they have. Or like Paul said, you'll end up with not a pot to piss in from doing his qualifications because he's going to wipe out your bank balance and your wallet. So the next one is Paul says he's not addicted to anything. Okay, so 3 videos ago he's smoking tobacco. And I heard on the grapevine, allegedly, back in 2003, he was doing it then. He was taking plant medicine where he said in a video, I've done over 1,000 journeys. Now, did he mean 1,000 journeys without plant medicine or with plant medicine? But I know it's with plant medicine because he said it in the video and he put it on his own blog. I think he forgets that when you become a Chek.E, you watch everything. Anything that Paul puts out there, you watch it. And I've remembered it all. And it's in here. And it's on the videos. So there's no fabrication or lie from me whatsoever. So the tobacco smoking and cannabis smoking and doing plant medicine, in my view, has trashed the Institute. The reason being, like I said in other videos, for elite professionals, you all know their names, have been in touch with me, and I've worked with 4 of them. They don't want anything to do with any drug because it affects their credibility as an athlete or as a pop star or movie star, especially if they've done it themselves and it's been in the media. They don't want that coming up in the media ever again. Because if you watch in the media, if somebody gets caught for a certain drug that they've been taking, it's automatically in the media and they lose all their contracts. This is why I said this to Paul back in the day when he ostracised me, and when I said this to Gavin Jenkins, and we're talking about you at Heaven House. And then you sabotage me from 2013. Got all the evidence, got all the proof. That's why I keep doing videos. Okay, so the next huge lie from Gavin Jenkins. Oh, I work 200 hours plus a week. So you're not living your Chek principles, are you, Gavin? You're overworking yourself into the grave early. So if you were working 200 hours plus a week, when was you going to the toilet? When did you fit in sleep? When did you fit in making love to your wife? Obviously, you couldn't fit any of it in if you was working 200 hours plus a week. What a complete joke. Why would you put that on your profile on your own on the Chek website? It doesn't make any sense. The same with you say you, nearly £1 million business you made and set up when you were 18. But then why did you say in the class in Lancashire when we're all there, I've been bankrupt? So why would you say that? And obviously if it goes to court, they'll have to pull that out, look at HMRC, when did he go bankrupt? Because if they call Scott a liar, we need to prove that he did go bankrupt, or we'll just subpoena the people that are in that class on that day and get them to stand up in court. Yes, he definitely said that. The same as you definitely said about don't work with Scott, he's mentally not right. How can I not be mentally right when I've done over the numbers now of over 400 videos all about the Chek Institute and 13 blogs, another 20 to come, and you're in my new book, from bouncer to shaman, so you'll enjoy reading that. And if you take anything down, the book will always be there and the blog will always be there, and I'll just go to other platforms anyway. Okay, so the next huge lie on Google, a Chek practitioner can charge £400 an hour. The biggest rubbish lie I've ever seen online. I'm highly experienced, 27 years of working with clients. I've got clients to sign up for £25,000 in 20 minutes. So that's £25,000 in 20 minutes. But that was a 6-month or a year package of 2 people. But £400 an hour, I know one trainer, little trainer, big ego, little trainer, terrible trainer, he charges £200 an hour. Never done any Chek stuff. So I don't know any trainer in the 27 years that I've been a PT. I don't know any trainer that has the balls to charge £400 an hour. And Harley Street doctors and even my Harley Street plastic surgeons do not charge £400 an hour. They might charge £400 an injection or something to do with plastic surgery, but they wouldn't charge £400 an hour because they know they wouldn't get it. So why is that even there? Oh, it's to dupe the young PTs to think, oh, I'm up and coming, oh, I'm going to do the Chek stuff, and I'm going to do it because I'm going to earn £400 an hour. Total bullshit. It's never going to happen. Then on top of that, the forward head caliper, £375, when you can buy a physio forward head caliper online, you can Google it, £20. £20. It's a complete joke. So multiple lies, in my view, or fabrications, said by Paul and definitely said by Gavin Jenkins. And the other thing is telling students down the phone, Gavin, that they can work in the industry without a personal trainer qualification. Now, when I spoke to Phil Lazidi back in the day, and Phil said, we're just going to get everybody on board. We're just going to take anybody on. And I went, well, this is a recipe for failure. And I went, the reason why is because when that buddy Chek practitioner can't get a job, can't get into the industry, and realises they're fucking wasted £11,595, £322 a month, they will go out and tell everyone how crap the Institute is. Paul said this in a video years ago where he said, if you upset one person, I totally agree with this, if you upset one person and you don't rectify it, they can tell everybody. That's why I've done 400 odd videos. And on my YouTube channel, I've got 4,010 videos that I've uploaded. So that shows I'm the Duracell bunny. I keep going, I keep plugging away, I don't give up. And now my YouTube channel is getting 2,000 views a day. When Gavin, your 2 videos are getting, it's so funny. Your videos that you think are brilliant because of your little man ego are getting 2 views every couple of days. A total and complete and utter failure. And the same with Matt Walden. He's a brilliant speaker. I love what he says. His knowledge is excellent. But he's like that. Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk about the spine now. And wonder why the videos are total shit. And the views are through the floor. The same as Gavin's. It makes me laugh so much that you just don't know how to market on YouTube whatsoever. Now, Paul can do a video. He did the one on testosterone, which was good to a certain degree, and it got 5,000 views. But the last few videos have only had 1,000 views or 500 views. And the reason being is that people are bored to shits of the Spirit Gym. It's not working. When you're going to wake up, it's not working. Like I said to you, Gavin, people want to see how to get bigger arms, how to drop body fat, how to get stronger in the gym. But you don't do any videos like that. And that's why you're going down the toilet. And obviously, if you were that successful, like you say you are on your profile, on the Chek website, why are you doing 15-minute calls? When we were told, get a PA, move to the country, do all these things, but now Gavin Jenkins is having to sit on the phone and, speak to 10 people and may get one student that gets brainwashed and decides to use his credit card. So the other thing, with the qualifications not being valid by any other organisation apart from the Chek Institute, if there is 75,000 non-level 5s in the country, obviously they're not gone all the way, so they're not really practitioners in Paul's eyes. He said that himself. It's a fantastic way to make money for wasting trees. And the Institute is supposed to be about holistic health. And the same as if Gavin's working 200 hours a plus in a week, he's never living the holistic principles that we're all supposed to live and teach. Well, I live it. I teach it. If I have a late night, I have a lay-in in the morning. All my whole fridge is full of organic food. I never overtrain. I always listen to my body. That's why I don't need to go and see a physio, because I look after my body. I do my stretches. I do my Tai Chi. I listen to my body. So this is what really annoys me, is that for 13 years, you and Paul sabotaged me on the C.H.E.K website, because you get huge amounts of leads and huge amounts of calls from being page one. And if you didn't sabotage me, Gavin Jenkins, if you didn't sabotage me, why am I not on page one of the C.H.E.K website? When I was the first level 5 master in London, before Phil Lazide. But I worked it out. Phil Lazide said that he was investing in the Institute. So he's an investor. And that's why he's there and he's faculty. But when he was faculty, or before he became faculty, Gavin, he said to me that Lee Brandon wasn't sharing information with him and wasn't passing on stuff. And he thought he was a bit of an arsehole. Well, when he slapped me on the head, I realised he's a real arsehole. And when I told you about that situation, instead of acting on it, you gaslighted me in front of my face and said, oh, Lee wouldn't do anything like that. Why do you think I'd say it? Do you think I just said it just to wind you up or to cause trouble? Don't be fucking stupid. I loved the Chek Institute with my heart. I did the Chek Institute studying to go to the top, to get out of living in a council flat and live the rich, abundant life dream. This is why I'm so pissed off, is that you sabotaged and blocked my dream and think I wouldn't find out and thought I wouldn't realise. Well, studied law for 2 years, found out lots of illegal stuff, legal stuff, and the stuff that you're doing wrong. Why would you, as the CEO have on HMRC that you've only got 30,000 in assets when you own a house or a cottage, you own a huge gym, you've got an electric car, and who knows what else you've got with over 32 million estimated in the bank. Why would you hide a level 5 master that studied his arse off, paid all his money, never upset anybody apart from one person, your builder friend, and then you decide to sabotage me? And Paul says, oh, he likes a truthful, honest person, so I give him my honest opinion, and he sabotaged me and ostracized me. Unbelievable. And he talks about love and healing, and you need to forgive everybody, and when you point a finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. What a load of fucking rubbish and bullshit you all talk in which to try and get money out of people. Oh, and if anybody's watching this and you decide to get nasty in the below, you've got to look in the mirror and go, I'm totally brainwashed because I want to have a go at Scott, because Scott's explaining the truth about the Institute. This is all truth, this is no lies. Explaining the truth about my loving Institute. But would Paul give you a cut of his estimated £32 million? If you were sick and dying in a hospital and you needed some sort of cancer treatment, would Paul open up his wallet and go, there's £50,000 to help you recover from your illness because you've been such a great student?
It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock. So that's the thing that makes me laugh, is that we got 2 burner accounts in the last couple of days trying to have a little dig at me. But I had a little dig back. So I don't care about anything like that. The same as Gavin, when your mate said to me, your career will be over, it will be finished. What a lovely thing to say to somebody. But it went right over my new haircut. So always remember, anybody that's watching this and you're thinking about doing the Chek studying, the stuff that you learn is amazing, okay? I've got no problem with that. But it's overpriced, massively complex, and a lot of it you'll never use. Because people just want to feel better, lose weight, and get out of pain. And most people will go to their doctors or take a Manjaro jab. So you have to remember that as well. So, but if you want to pay up to 40,000 like I did, once you buy all the equipment, once you travel across the world to San Diego to study, once you've lost out on clients or had to cancel sessions because you're traveling to California, you add all that up and the total gets higher and higher, and you're working for a qualification that is not recognized anywhere in the fitness industry. Now, if it was, I wouldn't even be doing any of these videos. If it was easy to get work when you get that bit of paper that says you're a master level 5, I wouldn't be doing these videos. If Gavin was smart, if Gavin was really intelligent, he would have thought, no, Paul, I'm not going to do that. Or to his friend and say, no, we're not going to do that. Scott's worked his arse off. He's dyslexic. He's really pushed himself. And he promotes the system to everybody he walks into or chats to. All my mates, my doorman friends said, you're fucking mad, Scott. What are you paying all that fucking money for? It's not even fucking known. And in some respects, they were right. But in other respects, they were completely wrong. Because one, it got me off being a bouncer, which I couldn't do that anymore. And 2, I've earned huge money, and that's my ego coming through, huge money, because I'm good at marketing and I'm good at sales when I'm in front of a client, because I sell with love. I don't sell with fakery, Gavin, and bullshit telling a student that you can get a job when they can't. So it's all coming forward now, isn't it? So we're going into a deep world recession. lots and lots of gyms and personal trainers are going bankrupt and closing down. So I think you're going to find it really difficult now in which to get students to sign up for £322 a month. So if you would have been decent and said, okay, Scott, right, we'll send you one a month or whatever, or just add me on the website on the front page next to Phil's ID, so then the client can make up their mind, oh, Scott lives in West London, Phil lives in North London, which one do I want to travel to? Phone them both and then we'll get the work. But I think that what it was is that because Phil has given you money and invested in the Institute, that is the only reason why. But you never asked me to invest. Imagine if you did ask me, you could have got a lot of money out of me. But you never even asked me. And on top of that, why is it the 4 doctors' paperwork and other paperwork that you've bought out new or Paul's bought out new, I've never received? So is that not sabotage? Not self-sabotage, but is that not sabotage? Sabotaging your practitioner, where he's on page 2, you click on the profile and it disappears to page 1. Why would you not have me on the front page? I'm in London. Who else is in London? Apart from me and Phil. Lee lives outside of London. So does Matt Walden. He lives in Surrey. So you saying that you didn't sabotage me in that stupid email you sent me and then say, oh, have a look at our website. Yeah, I've had a look at it. It's total shit. There's so many things wrong with it, you can't even see it. And that's because you don't fucking pay your staff. How could you not pay your staff? I always pay anybody that does anything for me. And if they do a great job, I give them extra. Because I want them to feel good when they work with me. You're making people feel shit when they work with you. Because you probably talk to them like shit from what I've heard. And you treat them like crap. I'm waiting for the comments to go below videos. Oh, Gavin's a brilliant guy. He really looks after me. Oh, he helped me pay my mortgage when I couldn't pay it. And Paul's a brilliant guy. When I was dying in hospital, he put £50,000 to the ventilator that I needed. We all know, and I've exposed all of it, that it's all waffle and BS to get people's money. Because as we know, it's a pyramid marketing system. And the same with you getting Troy Casey that's never completed the Chek program, and Elliot Hulse that's never completed the Chek program. Or I remember somebody saying that to me. Oh yeah, Elliot Hulse, brilliant. Yeah, he's earned a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but he's never completed the Chek stuff. But then he's in videos with Paul, because they're both millionaires. The same with the certified health stupid nut is a multi-millionaire. So you're all looking after each other. You're all in the game together. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to do the Chek stuff, it's entirely up to you. But from my experience working in London over 27 years, the fitness industry is in real trouble. This is all in the media. You can Google it or ChatGPT it, whatever you want. And we're going to hit a deep, deep recession by Christmas. It is going to be horrible. So if you're somebody... Oh, another thing. Paul said that he was a clairvoyant. I'm still waiting for him to come and visit me. What a load of bullshit. I can't believe some of the waffle they've come out with. There's a new video that's coming out that Paul's doing, which I'm waiting for it to be released. And if it makes me laugh and I think I can get some content out of it, I will do a video on it as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. So Paul's tobacco smoking, taking over 1,000 plant medicine, journeys. Oh, I'm not addicted to drugs. It's like you say to an alcoholic, well, you drink every night. I'm not an alcoholic. Oh, you're smoking cannabis 5 times a day. Oh, I'm not a druggie. It's all complete BS. It really is. Oh, I'm not addicted to money, but I've got over estimated £32 million in the bank. Oh, I'm not addicted to work, Gavin Jenkins, but you reckon you were working 200 and plus hours a week, so you wasn't even living your own Chek principles, was you? And it wasn't you doing the mentoring, it was me, Phil Lazide and others, and you didn't even fucking pay us. How disgusting is that? Do you feel proud of that? Do you feel proud, Gavin Jenkins, that you don't pay people? Does that really show how evil and nasty you are? That you don't pay your staff, so then that way they get into trouble with their mortgage, or they can't pay their car payment, or they have to go short on their food because you're selling them this big, huge, fake dream. And saying to people, oh, move out to the country. And what about the Australian guy that slagged off your gym and now he can't get any work because he didn't know the facts of how difficult it is? And telling everyone, oh, open up your own therapy centre, when I know at least 6 have completely closed down and they've gone bankrupt. How could you be giving this stupid information out just to stroke your own little man ego? Right, that's enough of me waffling on. It was probably the longest video I've done, but the watch time will go up and I'll get more money. No, I'm only joking, but the watch time will go up. So the rubbish video about the Chek Institute is very successful, 50 odd views. So people are being educated in a way of seeing how you use trickery of words in which to get people to sign on a dotted line. I'm just really 100% pleased. I bought the prerequisites, paid my money, and did it at my pace, not the £322 a month. That's more than some people's mortgages. That's just absolutely madness. So I hope you have a wonderful day, Gavin. And don't worry if you change your profile. I've already screenshotted it. So I have evidence that you said you worked 200 hours plus and that you missed out the bankruptcy. Why did you miss out the bankruptcy? Now, if you would have called me, Gavin, buddy, and said, what do you think of my profile, Scott? I would have said, it's shit, mate. Why don't you be honest and tell people that you were bankrupt? It would look much better for you. I don't understand why you keep lying and deceiving, trying to deceive people, when I can see straight through it. The same as Paul, I can see straight through him. Before, I couldn't do it until I did that astrophyllite crystal on my third eye and had some shamanic stuff done that really opened me up. I go into restaurants, I was in a restaurant, a little story, and was having some food in a very, very, very expensive restaurant and found out that the staff were working for free there. And the person that owns this restaurant is mega, mega famous. So you know what I'm going to do? Same as what I've done with the Institute. When I see this person in this restaurant, I'm going to go up to him face to face and say, what are you doing when you're worth millions getting your staff worked for free? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I hope you're proud of yourself, Gavin, and I hope you can sleep well at night knowing that all the Chek practitioners that have worked for you, that you didn't even fucking pay them. So remember this, if you're an up-and-coming Chek-y, that he might try this game with you, but he might not, because the law has changed. You cannot do that in the fitness industry anymore. The law has changed so much that Nuffield Health got into huge trouble. So did Pure Gym, so did Fitness First, and other gyms get into huge amounts of trouble for saying to PTs, right, you're going to start, but you're not going to get paid for the first month. Or you're going to try and get clients for the first month, and then you're going to pay a rent on the second month. Then the third month they're just going to wipe you out. Otherwise, you're out the door. That's totally gone now. And I knew that that was a huge scam. and that they were getting PTs to work for free and Czech practitioners. So you'd be in the gym and the gym manager would go, oh, can you go and empty that bin? Oh, can you go and clean that machine? Can you go and do this or that? But the PT's thinking, oh, I'm going to get clients, I'm going to get clients. Even the Dragon's Den, Peter Jones and others said categorically, which is Gavin's, what Gavin said on his profile, you cannot build a business in 6 months. It takes 6 years of lots of hard work. So remember, Gavin, I know that you bought into the Chek Institute and it was already set up for you. So you just slimlined it, got rid of people maybe, and cut the wages so the profit went up. So you didn't build it from scratch. So it's like me buying a franchise that's already fully booked and I get it more fully booked. Does that make sense if anybody's watching? So remember that is that if you go to level 5, then you'll be recognised, but you won't be able to become faculty now because there's too many faculty and there's probably other faculty waiting in the wings. And this is what I said in one of my meetings to Gavin. Why is anyone going to pay you nearly 40-odd thousand pounds with all the other expenses to get zero from it and to get a certificate that's absolutely worthless? And like I said, if it was valid by all the gyms and the gyms were going, right, we need a Czech practitioner because they're the best, they're like a physio but better than a physio in some respects, not in all. The Czech practitioners, level 5s or level 4s or any other level, would find it really easy to get in anywhere. But that's not the real world. And the same as when Paul smoking drugs, as in tobacco and cannabis in videos, has put everybody off, in my view. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, 37 minutes long. Hope you watch it to the end. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and please share it with anybody that's thinking about doing the Czech qualification. Doesn't matter what it is. If you do the HLC, that's going to cost you a lot of money when you can get a nutritional qualification that's recognised everywhere for £1,200. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, please post them below. If they're shitty questions, you'll just get blocked and barred or whatever. So have a wonderful, what is it? Nearly the end of July. The weather's been fantastic, hasn't it?